How long did it take you to plan a new habit, and how quickly did that new habit fail? Habits are the one thing that I think as a society we completely get wrong. We are told that as soon as it hits January the 1st that we need to change our lives and become a new year, new me, and adapt all of these unrealistic habits that are just not attainable for most of us. We set ourselves such high expectations and we expect ourselves to transform our lives in a matter of a day. And in my opinion, I'll say this at the beginning of the video and I would love to hear what you think. I think the new year should start in Q2. In March. I don't think the new year should start in January. I honestly think we should be spending January as resting and recuperating month. I think it should be the month where we reset and where we really come to terms with what we want, our goals, our aspirations, and actually planning it, rather than spending December and our Christmas and our New Year's stressing about this new person that we want to become and all these new habits that we want to attain. It's just so much stress on us, but that's another point. This is the only video you need to help yourself adapt productive, realistic, and micro habits into your life that are attainable and perfect for everyone's routine and every type of lifestyle. And this is coming from a mum of two because I know how chaotic and crazy life can get. I know how busy our schedules can be, and we have so much pressure on ourselves to show up everywhere all at once, as well as being there for ourselves. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 micro tips that you can adapt today into your daily routines that will make your life much more easier. These 5 tips are guaranteed to make you more productive, have a better routine in your day-to-day life, and in the long run become more successful in whatever it is you want to achieve. So if this video sounds like something you're interested in, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what other videos you want to see for the new year. The first one is something I am only just adapting into my life. Morning rituals for productivity. I know that when it comes to habits, one of the first things we think about is waking up early, making a green juice, doing some exercise in the morning. I don't know about you. I'm a mum of 2. I have a 1-year-old and I have a 4-year-old. I wake up really early in the morning sometimes with the kids and my partner and have to get my daughter ready for school. And our mornings are far from zen. If you have kids, you would know. Whilst I love to play my jazz in the morning, whilst I love to take my sweet time and do my full skincare routine and do my hair and put on a cute outfit, it's not the reality for every day. In reality, I've got 2 kids running around. My household is crazy in the mornings, and I would love to start setting some time apart for me to do something for me. So I told myself I'm using January to prepare for my new morning routine going forward. A lot of us would start our morning routine or our new morning routines in January, but I don't recommend this, especially if you've done short-term planning. And if this is something that you want to be a long-term goal, if this is something that you want to adapt into your daily life and your daily routine, it can't come in a matter of 2 days. You need to actually plan for it. The first thing that you can do is start your day with intention, whether that is waking up slower instead of hitting the alarm and jumping right out of bed. Another thing that you can implement into your daily morning routine that will definitely set you up for success, and something that I am doing, I haven't actually started yet, but I will, that is waking up at least 30 minutes earlier than normal. I normally wake up anywhere between 7 and 8 a.m. This is because my daughter goes to school at 9:15 and I help get her ready in the morning, as well as having a very crazy baby running around and slapping me in the face to wake up. But I do want to start waking up much earlier than that. I want to be waking up at 6:30 in the morning. 6 o'clock is a bit too early for me, I'm not gonna lie. And I remember when I was in school and university, you know, I got myself into this routine of waking up early, going to class. I was so good with it. But now a few years later, a few kids later, it's just not my reality, unfortunately. And I know for a lot of us, the idea of waking up at 6 a.m. and, you know, doing yoga, doing a gym workout or stretching, going for a walk, going for a run, coming back, having a green juice, taking a shower, taking a bath, doing our hair, doing our makeup, putting on a cute outfit, going to work, doing our commitments. That's a lot. I feel like social media really pumps this information out to us on a daily basis, especially right before the new year. And it's just not a realistic message, especially for most of us who work a 9 to 5, who have kids, who go to university, who work multiple jobs. It's just not realistic. So rather than waking up 2 hours earlier than you normally would, wake up 30 minutes earlier. It's a simple change and it's guaranteed to make you feel more fresh and fit more into your morning routine. And the final part in this morning rituals section of the video is to move your body. Now, like I said, it's not realistic for most of us to wake up in the morning and go for a run or to go on the treadmill or to do a full 40-minute gym workout. For me, one thing I've started implementing and one thing that I love and that I used to do all the time when I was a bit younger and when I had more free time is yoga, meditation, stretching. Now, I know some of you will hear that and be like, yoga and meditation meditation honestly has been, if not the best thing I've started doing, especially to wake my body up in the morning. If you don't know, I have a disability called FND, which is functional neurological disorder. My muscles are so stiff because of this, and I also have seizures. The seizures cause my body to be so stiff and sore and achy, and my nerves are really damaged. So yoga and meditation has really helped me gain control back in my body. It's helped me regain that control that I've lost through my disability and through my health. However, for you, yoga and meditation can be that sense of relaxation in the morning. It can be the calm before the storm. Because like I said, a lot of us have really busy lives. We have a lot of people to answer to, whether that is your kids or your boss or your family or your friends or your partner. We have people to answer to, we have responsibilities. So the best thing you can do for yourself before you go out into the big bad world and boss people around and make money and do whatever it is you're doing, recenter, refocus, and give yourself that time and energy back to put back into yourself and fill yourself with gratitude, positivity. And I know it sounds woo-woo, but it really does help. Give it a try, comment down below, let me know how you get on. The next tip is to crunch down on your productivity, and this can be in any portion of your life. Whether you are self-employed like myself or you work a 9-to-5 job, you need to learn task chunking and priority. Let me explain. By breaking your tasks into smaller, more manageable micro steps and prioritizing them by urgency or importance, this will really free up a lot of your time and a lot of the headache that you have towards doing any type of work. I actually implemented this step in last year, and it honestly has transformed my life and my productivity. And also, as a girly with ADHD, whenever it comes to me doing a task and already having a million things in the back of my mind, like chores and kids and homework and meetings and food shopping and laundry, by breaking my tasks up into smaller, more manageable tasks and ranking them in priority, meaning that I can focus on the most urgent and important first, and then I can work my way down. This systematic approach is guaranteed to make you so much more productive in your day-to-day life. It means that stress has reduced massively because you're not trying to get everything done all at once. I'm going to let you in into a little secret of how I group my tasks, and let me tell you, this will change your life. I group all of my tasks in personal and work. So I have a personal to-do list and then I have a work to-do list, and it's the same for both. So what you can do this on Notion, you can do this on a spreadsheet, you can do this in your notebook, on your phone, on your iPad, on your laptop, however you want to do it. You have to have 4 different tables, 4 different sections: urgent, not urgent, important, not important. Let me explain. The urgent tasks are the ones that is most important, the ones that have a deadline, the ones that you cannot miss, the ones that needs to be done as soon as possible. Your not urgent tasks are the ones that may not have a deadline, but are still really important and still need your attention. The important ones need your attention, but they're not as urgent, they don't have a deadline, and they can be done at a later date. And then the not important ones are at the bottom of the list. They may not have a deadline, they may not need your attention straight away, and they are the ones that you can come to at a much later date. This approach to your tasks in your personal and your work life will free up so much time, so much headache. And like I said, if you have a busy mind like me, it means that you can focus on the things that you really need to focus on rather than focusing on the things that you can focus on next week or next month. The third practice relates back to the first one, and that is daily reflection. Now you may be thinking, Jess, I've done my journaling. This is very woo-woo. I'm not really into this. Why am I reflecting? When you reflect, you can grow. And we all want to grow here, don't we? Engaging in daily reflections can skyrocket your productivity levels and your success rate. When you reflect on something that you've done in your day, that can be a meeting, it can be a date, it can be completing a certain task, it can be housework, it can be personal work, it can be anything. But when you sit down and when you reflect on what it is that you've done, it allows room for growth. We are our own biggest critics. We are also our own best friends. So why don't you want to see yourself grow? Why don't you want to see yourself succeed? Why don't you want to see yourself improve? I'm sure you want to improve. So like I said in step 1, a reflection on asking yourself how you're doing, asking yourself how you slept, how you're feeling. It's the same thing with this step, except at the end of your day, once you've had your dinner, once you've settled down, once you're in pajamas or your loungewear, you've taken off your makeup, you've thrown your hair up in a bun, you can sit at your desk, sit on your sofa, sit in your lounge chair, pull up your notebook, pull up your journal, or even your phone and go on your notes page and ask yourself a couple of questions. What is something that went well today? What could have been improved today? How did I feel today? What's one thing I done today that I want to do tomorrow? What's one thing I done today that I don't want to do tomorrow? How did I approach a difficult task? What's one thing I'm most proud of today? What is one thing I think I need to improve on from today? How do I want tomorrow to go? Asking yourself simple questions like that can help you reflect on your day. It can help you improve in whatever area of the day that went wrong or may have not gone as expected. And you can categorize this into your personal life or your work life. For example, if you did a presentation today, how did that presentation go? What feedback did you get? What was your notes? Maybe we need to re-up on our presentation skills. Maybe we need to try a different format. Maybe we need to take a different approach. Asking yourself these type of questions can help you improve in your life and in turn help you be more successful. And in this step, it can be hard to beat ourselves up. In this step, it can be really hard to tear ourselves down rather than giving us constructive criticism. But I like to think of it like you're talking to a best friend, like you're talking to a sister. Because I know I would talk to my sister kindly. I may be a bit more brutal, I may be a bit more harsh, but I'm going to talk to her with love. So talk to yourself in that way rather than beating yourself up, and putting yourself down. Also applaud yourself because you are doing flipping amazing. The next step is something I'm currently applying to my life because I noticed how chaotic my day was. I noticed how my day had no structure. And this is especially important for those of you who do not work a 9-to-5 or do not have a set structure for your day, whether you're a stay-at-home mum or you're self-employed like myself, or you have different circumstances. But for me, because I'm self-employed and I work for myself and I don't really have anyone to answer to, my day's scattered. And because I'm at home with my baby, because I have other commitments, my days are all over the place. So the number one thing that I'm doing to help myself combat this is time blocking. Time blocking is something that I'm sure you've heard of before, and if you haven't, let me explain to you what it is. Time blocking is when you allocate specific slots to different tasks in your day. I'm going to give you an example of a typical time blocking day schedule. 7:30 to 7:45, wake up, brush teeth. 7:45 to 7:55, get ready, hair, makeup. 7:55 to 8:20, get kids ready for the day. 8:20 to 8:40, kids breakfast and get ready for school. 8:40 to 9, get school stuff ready, get bags ready. 9 to 9:15, drop kids to school. 9:15 to 11, admin. 11 to 12, lunch break. 12 to 1:30, soft play with baby. 1:30 to 3, filming. 3 to 3:15, get child from school. 3:15 to 4, quiet time. 4 to 6, dinner and wind down. 6 to 7, quiet time, reading time. 7 to 8:30, kids bedtime. 8:30 to 11:30, me time. That was kind of long, but that is an example of a time blocked day. You can also space this out so there's much more hours in between, but for me, I like to do it a lot more shorter hours, if that makes sense. So that time blocking was more related to my life. Time blocking is so important because it, like I said, allows you to fit more in your day, and it allows you to have a structure in your day, especially if you don't have one. This is much more simple if you go to school, if you go to university, or if you work a 9-to-5. However, if you're self-employed like me, you're a stay-at-home mum, or you're in a different position, it can be a lot more difficult to try and have some structure in your day, especially when the day is so fluid. I used to be okay with this. I used to be very go with the flow type person, but now I'm trying to have a little bit more structure in my life because my life is getting more busy as work builds up. And whilst I love going with the flow, some days it does not work for me anymore. So I have started to time block in my day, and if you are in this position where you want to start time blocking, I'm going to give you some tips. Number one is to allow time for quiet and allow time for basically doing nothing or doing something that brings your mind at peace. This can be something like reading, so block out time for you to read your favorite book, or yoga, meditation, moving your body, going for a walk, or even, and I won't judge you, watching your favorite series or movie. Let me know what your favorite series is down below actually, because I need new recommendations. Number two is blocking out time for focused work, deep focused work. I remember when I was in university, this would be the time that I would sit down and revise, where I would read over my papers, where I would read summaries and essays and everything like that. Time where I would have zero distractions, zero free time, zero break. Blocking out at least 2 hours in your day for this deep focus on whatever task it is, whether that is doing some sort of work or extracurricular, or if you're planning a project, anything that you feel needs your 100% divided attention to, do that. Number three is something that I don't know if it relates to everyone, but it's something I'd recommend, and that is admin. Whether that is life admin or work admin, I do both. I love admin. I specifically do admin on Mondays. I do admin every day, at least once in the day, but my admin days are on Mondays. That is the day where I'm on my laptop most of the day, when I'm planning video ideas for the week, when I'm planning my notes for my meeting with my manager, and also with my life as a mum. I'm planning admin like activities that my daughter could do on the weekend, activities that she can do after school, activities that we can take her to, or things that we can do on the weekend with the family, booking tickets for things, booking GP appointments, hospital appointments, that type of thing. And like I said, this isn't essential for everyone, but I think it is, and I think it's really fun. I do enjoy admin. I never used to. I used to be a receptionist, by the way. I never used to, because I did this all the time. Put your favorite show on in the background and it can be as fun as you make it. And then the fourth thing that is 100% essential that I recommend for every single person, does not matter of your age, your gender, where you are in the world. This is important, and this is like, hello, I hope you're listening to this. Turn up your volume. Get off your phone. Turn off TikTok, turn off Instagram, even turn off YouTube. Don't turn it off yet. Finish this video. Turn off social media. And yes, I'm talking to you, and yes, I'm talking to myself as well. I am guilty of this. We are on our phones every day, all day, and it's not needed. Do you catch yourself doom scrolling? Do you catch yourself scrolling for no purpose, with no rhyme or reason? You've watched your favorite people, you've liked a couple videos, you've laughed at content, then you're just there. You're just scrolling. Why are you scrolling with no purpose? I do this as well. I'm not judging you. I do this. I'm telling myself off too. It's something we really need to stop as a society. We are so chronically online. This is a whole conversation for a whole other day, but we are so chronically online to the point where everyone has an opinion about something. That's not entirely bad. Like, have an opinion, but everyone has an opinion about something. Something so ridiculous and so unnecessary. And like, I'm losing brain cells watching some forms of content. I'm losing brain cells reading the comments sometimes, because it's like, do you not do your own thing? People would be commenting on other people's lives, or how they're dressing, or how their makeup is done, or their relationship, or what their house looks like. Like, do you ever get off your phone? That's what it's giving. We need to do better as a society. Like, we are frying our brains. I'm sorry to be that person, but honestly, as a content creator, this is my job. Calm down, Jess. This is my job. My job is to create content. My job is to kind of keep you watching, if you will. However, you don't need to be doing it at every hour of the day. Take a break. Turn your phone off. Put it on silent. There's this amazing button if you have an iPhone. Can you see that? This is your hack on how to be off social media. Do not disturb, personal, sleep, driving, or work. My phone is always on personal. I'm sorry to my manager, I'm sorry to my friends that try and get in contact with me, or people trying to contact me for whatever reason. My phone is always on silent and always on the personal mode. And that is because I hate when I'd be doing something or having a conversation with someone, or like talking to my child, or I could be doing anything. And as soon as I see my phone light up, I'm like, the whole world stops, and I go to get my phone. And it's probably not even important. Half the time it's not. We need to start utilizing that button. I don't know if you have an Android. If you have an Android, I'm sure there's another feature, but put your phone on do not disturb, put it on silent. Do you know what I've started doing actually? I did this about 2 weeks ago, and it was life-changing. I deleted every social media for the weekend. It was amazing. I deleted YouTube, I deleted TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, everything. I deleted everything off my phone for the weekend, and it was the most peaceful weekend I've ever had in my life. And I kid you not, I have 2 kids. My house is chaotic and loud, and I felt like without my phone and without constant notifications and seeing my comment section and seeing viral videos and whatever was trending at the time, my phone was much more loud than my children. Like, I don't know how that's even a thing. I do recommend doing that, whether that's every couple of weeks or whether that's every week. I have started to switch off, and it is so essential for your brain. It's so essential for your mental, because if you're so chronically online and just looking at different opinions and looking at different content all the time and hearing different things and seeing different things, but there's a limit. And the limit does not exist. Sorry if you know that reference. I just feel like sometimes we need to switch off, and we don't do that enough. Whether that's picking up a book, going for a walk, going for a run, going to the gym, meeting a friend, watching a movie, going to the cinema, doing something that will benefit you outside of your phone and social media, because there's a life outside of your phone. Again, message for myself as well. Anyway, my loves, that is everything for this video. I really do hope that it helps in terms of your productivity and getting new habits, gaining new habits. These 5 micro habits are so easy to attain, are so easy to adapt into your day-to-day lives. You can do it today, you can do it tomorrow. Save this video for later, send it to a friend to give them some inspo and some motivation. Let me know your favorite tip down below, and what is something that you are doing, what is a habit that you're adapting into your lives to make your 2025 and beyond so much better. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, because I've got videos coming every single week. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, my loves. Mwah.